Hello, welcome back to JenPenCreations. I'm Jen. So today we're going to be talking about mythology. We're going to talk about everything that falls under mythology, including our faith, our spiritualism, our religion, and our beliefs. So stay with me. We'll be talking about all of that and more right here on JenPenCreations today. I'd like to thank you again for being here with me today. And I'd like to preface this with the fact that I have a trusty notebook here today with a few notes about mythology and stuff. So if I happen to be looking down over here, it's because I'm looking at my notes. So let's get into this. Mythology. Now, I took mythology in high school, and I was told that the definition, this was the definition we were given of mythology: man's answers to life's unanswerable questions. I typed that into Google to see if Google thought that mythology was the same thing. Now, Google runs an AI, I think it's called like Gemini or something. I can't remember the name of it, but it is an AI when you hit in Google search. And there, it comes up with mythology, humanity's responses to life's profound mysteries. Which, I mean, that's pretty much the same thing my high school teacher told me. Myths and mythology. Myths are the stories that go with the whole of mythology. Myths are how the ancient people explained the sun and the rain. And yes, science has explained all of that stuff to us. It is still around. Mythology is still here. Because that's not the only stuff that was explained with mythology. Those were life's unanswerable questions back then. We still have unanswerable questions today. The same ones that they had too, about humanity and how we were created and the creation of the universe. Just all of these existential questions that we just can't answer on our own. And so we choose to believe a certain mythology and we follow that. Some of us call it religion, some of us call it faith, some of us call it spirituality, some of us just say, I believe this. And that's all good. That's all where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to have faith in something. So let's go back to mythology. Now we know that mythology is humans' answers to life's unanswerable questions. The meaning of life, all of our afterlife and stuff. Myths, what they do even today, is they provide meaning and a connection between us in this otherwise very chaotic world that we live in. As humans, we are very, very social beings, and we need that connection and fellowship, a shared cultural identity or ideology. We all believe the same thing. Basically, you have this group of people that you can hang out with and talk to and form your belief structure around and get your own moral compass. That's what mythology provides us. I love it. I think it's fantastic because I believe that as humans, we need mythology. We have to have faith in something. We need faith, okay? Whether your faith is in science, or your faith is in Zeus, or your faith is in Jesus, or your faith is in Buddha. Your faith can be in a pencil, and as long as you have that faith to hold on to, you are still living as a human. So having faith in something brings us together. it gives us some sort of connection in this world. The existential questions are things that we all have. We all wonder about this stuff. That's why we can't be alone so much, is because we need other people to talk to about these questions that we have in our brain that we ponder about. Okay, because we all have them. Where did we come from? How did the universe get here? Where did Earth come from? Where did the sun come from? You know, like there are so many unanswered questions that science still hasn't even explained. Your faith can be in science, the Big Bang Theory and all of that stuff, but a lot of that stuff is still just theories and ideas. They haven't been able to prove anything yet. So, I mean, we're still out here wondering and forming our own answers to these existential questions with our connections and our fellowships with our fellow believers in what we also believe. They may not be the perfect answers to life, but they're ours, and we can hold them dearly and believe in that. And honestly, to tell you the truth, the power of thought and belief is just tremendous. My personal mythology is kind of a wonky form of Christianity. Okay, I believe in God. Okay, I believe in Jesus. I don't necessarily believe in the Bible the way Christians do. I believe that the Bible is a fantastic ancient text that gives us good moral stories and men's version of what they believed God was telling them to do. And I love that. I think that's fantastic. I think, honestly, any of us, we could write our own personal accounts with what God has told us to do and where we are in life and where God has led us to and how he got us through things and all of that other stuff. Honestly, you don't have to even believe in Christianity to believe in God. There are agnostics who believe in God, but not Christian dogma. Whoever you believe the creator is who I'm talking about. So when I say God, you can think of whoever your beliefs believe that the creator is. Honestly, I believe that God is the voice inside me when I'm standing there gonna make a decision and he goes, you know you don't want to do that. Or sometimes he goes, hey, nudging you, hey, you really need to do that. I believe that he is that voice in there. But you can believe that it's any being or non-being that you want to believe. You can even believe that it's just you talking to you inside your head. To me, that is God. That is my creator, and he's put me on a path. Jesus has guided me there. His actions and the documentation of his works and stuff. And yeah, I don't necessarily believe all of the Bible, but I do believe that there is historical account in there. I also know that Jesus of Nazareth was mentioned in quite a few other texts, ancient texts that were of the non-Christian variety. So that leads me to believe that he actually was a real man who came here and told stories and guided people and loved people and fed people. I don't necessarily believe that he was some superhuman, fantastic, amazing awesomeness, but I do believe that he was sent here by God to do what he did. He had a mission, and he was here to accomplish that mission, and God helped him. He followed God's path, the one that he laid out for him. Every time he got nudged by God, he took it. He did it. He listened. He listened to that voice. And I believe that's where all those stories come from. I mean, there are so many people from that day that had accounts with Jesus. They had encounters with Jesus, and they wrote about them, and they talked about them. So this man really was real. So I can actually believe in Jesus Christ and believe that he is real, and he was here to save us from our stupid selves. I mean, before him, what were we doing? Sacrificing goats? Come on. Our children? Oh my goodness. Jesus came and said, love each other. Stop this. So we stop. And we're still supposed to be loving each other. Love each other. That's what I believe. So in any of my videos going forward, when I talk about God, that's what I believe. I also believe that I do talk to God in my prayers and when I'm having personal moments with him and I'm just talking. I mean, maybe some people might believe that I'm just talking to nothing. I'm just throwing my thoughts out there. And maybe that's why I feel like I get something back, is because I'm just throwing my thoughts into the atmosphere. But in my heart, I feel as though I'm talking to God. So when I pray and I am in deep meditation and thoughts with God, I feel like he's talking back to me. And God has put me on a path. And there was a time that my faith was being tested when I was in college learning about other religions of the world. For some reason, everyone believes that their religion is right. There are lots of Christians that believe that other sects of Christians are not Christians because they're not them. I don't know about you, but I know that any religion that believes in Jesus Christ and worships Jesus Christ is considered Christian. And it doesn't matter if they made up their own testament of Jesus Christ, they still believe in Jesus Christ. That makes them Christian. It doesn't matter if they perform all of these ritualistic prayers and ceremonies and rituals and weirdness around it. They're still worshiping Jesus Christ and following his teachings. That makes them Christian. There are so many different religions out there, and this class blew my mind, and I was kind of a pretty closed-minded Christian, thinking that the only people who were right out there were the ones who believed in Jesus. But God talked to me and opened my eyes. I felt this overwhelming peace that I need to not worry about this, that every religion is right. Everyone. We all have this belief in our hearts, okay? And we all have the same fundamental moral compass. You know, we're not supposed to kill each other. We're not supposed to steal from each other. We're not supposed to lie to each other. It's when you get all nitpicky about things like, don't be lazy. If you feel like you are being lazy and there's a little voice inside your head saying, oh, maybe you need to get up and do something. That's God telling you that you're lazy and you need to get up and do something. So it's probably in your best interest to get up and move. Get something done. Like the video the other day, do yourself a favor and get it done. So that is my personal mythology, my faith, my belief. I absolutely, totally, 100% respect and love everybody else's faith and beliefs. I think that we as humans just need to have faith in something, anything. If you lose faith in everything, you would die. Like, what? It's like a slow mental death, and that's just sad and scary for me anyway. I want to be alive for a very long time. I have a lot to live for in this life, and that's actually why I'm making this legacy series for my kids. I hope that you got something out of my mythological, religious, spiritual, faith-infested video chat today. So, go out there, do something for you, feel good about you, and have a wonderful day.